that, but I can't see behind me. So I need to refresh my page somehow, but it doesn't want to. Oh, what's going on? Close. Hopefully it's working. Just let me jump around a bit. I'm having trouble here. There we go. Now I can see me. Now I can see me. Yay! There's always something, isn't it? Rightio. Hello. Hello, it's Jackie. Excellent. Awesome. So hopefully I switched over to my Wi-Fi. Can you believe I was on what do you call it? On my phone, just on the 4G. I thought 4G would be better, but obviously not. That's good. That's good. We're back. We're back again. Just wait for everybody to catch us. Awesome. Okay, Friday night, of course it's going to go wrong, isn't it? I'm super tired. Before I was saying that we have our leadership event, our Stampin' Up leadership event going on at the moment, and so it was an early morning start this morning, but tomorrow and Sunday is going to be even earlier. It's like 3:30 in the morning for me. I feel really bad for the girls who are in the West because I think they're starting at like 2 a.m. because it's all US time, so we're going to do the time conversion. So I wasn't going to get up. I was like, oh, just watch the replays. But I'm thinking that maybe I will get up because I've got to wait a whole week otherwise before I can watch the replays. Hi, everyone coming in. Okay, so quick note. I've got my little, this is my notes. Painted Christmas card class. This is my next class that will be released on the 1st of September. So hello everyone, I'm back. Good morning, Esmeralda. I'm nearly at good night. I'm ready for bed already. So that will be released on the 1st of September. So I really enjoyed playing with that stamp set. At first I was a bit like, didn't really think that much of it. I actually got it early as part of the last incentive trip, and because we couldn't go, so they sent all the box of pillow gifts, and that was in it, and I was like, oh, I don't really like that. But then as soon as I started playing with it, I'm like, I do really like it after all. It's funny how some of those things can be like that, isn't it? I was going to say good morning, Ellen. I'll see you bright and early in the morning, mate, maybe. I haven't 100% decided whether I'm getting up or not yet. Okay, so the Painted Christmas class is coming. I have a big promotion going on at the moment. I am giving an extra 20% on your orders if you order through me, but I only have a limited amount of orders that will get that, because I've got a little tracker going down. So I'm still after this year's incentive trip. I've got until the 30th of September to do it. So I'm giving back to you guys and giving you some extra. But I've only got a certain amount of orders that can claim that extra order. So if you are wanting that, then get in touch with me. I have to place them myself, so you'll need to email me your orders in. And the other thing, it's celebration time. So, we have, not only we get you 20% if you're spending $90, but you will also get your free celebration, and you can also get a free, if you decide you want to join my team, you can get a free bundle out of, a select bundle, I should say, not just any bundle, select bundles out of the mini catalogue at the moment. I think that's it. Okay, let us swing around. We are going to be playing with the delivering cheer, but I'm thinking it's going to be a birthday card, not a Christmas card. I really like this set. It jumped out to me straight away when I saw it. So I have got my colours. I have got a mud map in my head. I haven't actually made a sample for you, so we are playing and I am colouring in, so apologies for that. Okay, so let's get swung around and we can get started. So I'm going to put my hand over the screen and you can see how dry my hands are. And let's bring that in a little bit closer and swivel us around. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong look. You don't need to see my light. You want to see that way. I think I must have done it around the wrong way. Okay. Now, yes, I am good. Hopefully my comments up. There we go. I can see my comments now. We are all good. Good, good, good. All right, so we are going to be playing with this one, and I absolutely love. Oh, is that your 14-year-old's phone? I love this set. Do you know what it reminds me of? Yes, Cherie, much better than before. I don't know why my 4G was not up to scratch for some reason. The coverage hasn't been really great, and I actually catch my phone on 3G instead of 4G, so, and which is really bizarre considering the tower's, you know, only around the corner from us. This reminds me of, you remember those fashion plates? It popped up in my Facebook feed the other day, and it was like this board, and it had all these plates, and it had like the bottom half of the lady, and then it had her top, and then it had which head and hair or hat she was going to have, and then you got this like charcoal-y, crayon-y thing, and you went over the top of it to make an etching, and then you could take it and color it in, or you could swap the plates and put different patterns on them and roll it again. And I had one of them, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to go old-fashioned, and I'm going to have her full skirt. Actually, just let me, I like it. I'm just going to lay it down flat. That way I know it's in its natural state and I haven't twisted it. And I'm also going to grab the gifts because we can make it into a birthday card then. Okay, and I have some Whisper White. Now I've got all my cards, my designer series paper beside me, because I'm thinking what I want to do is the jade and the polished pink. So there's a couple of different designer series papers there, and I should put them on the floor so I've got room. Actually, no, I'll just push them to the back. And I've got my blends and I've got my memento. So I'm just going to stamp the two of these together, and I'm doing them in memento because we're going to colour with alcohol markers. So, and we want to do opposites attract. So water-based ink and alcohol markers. So there we go. Now I just do have to keep touching my screen just to make sure that I can see all your comments. And I pre-warn you, when I colour in, I tend to not be able to talk. And I'm going to do them separately because I want to cut her out both pieces. Okay, pop them aside, pop that aside. Now I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this. I haven't tried a zoom, so I'm just going to see whether I can. Whoa, check that out. I can zoom. Alrighty. Now I just need to make sure I'm in the right spot. Now I'm going to start with the ivory, and I'm going to do her skin tones first. So my first going over, I just sort of do it all in the one colour, and I'll do her hands up here as well. It's been a long time since I coloured. Oh, and I've only got one card for you tonight as well, so sorry about that, guys. But I, for some reason, have been so super tired, I even had to have an afternoon nap. Oh, does it? The hand delivered. Yeah. I wondered the other day whether this one matched that one. I don't have that one anymore. So what I'm doing now is just popping a little bit of shadow underneath where her skirt would fall, and just on the inside of her leg, because one leg is in front of the other. Maybe there's something going around. I had to put my timer on and had a little nap at about 4 o'clock. Put my timer on so I knew that I wasn't going to sleep longer, because sometimes, you know, when you sleep, you have a little bit of a sleep and then you're a bit woozy and all of that. So I needed to not be able to do that. So now just up here, I am just doing a little bit of more just around there, because the gifts would cast a little bit of a shadow. So you can still see that there is a bit of shadow down here, but what I like to do is I like to let it sit and dry a little bit. And then I like to come in again, because you can actually come in as many times as you like and layer these colours, but I do it closer, so not extending it out so much, if you know what I mean. And it just sort of adds that little bit of extra, so it looks like, you know, her dress is falling over that. So now all I have to decide to do is, do I want her skirt in pink and the gifts mainly in green, or do I want a green skirt and pink gifts? So you guys can give me some input if you like. So I will just wait a moment. So, and I'm going pretty basic. I'm only going to use my one set of color combos. I'm not actually going to, like sometimes I'll use 4 shades of pink, or, you know, or 4 or 5 shades of green or whatever. So I am pink. Oh, now I've got a green skirt or a pink skirt. You know, I usually tend pink gifts for a girl, green skirt, pink skirt. Oh, Darlene's here. I normally do a pink skirt. That's what I normally would go for. Green. I'm thinking green just for something different, because I always tend towards pink as my big color. Okay, so I need to use my dark first. Now, I'm not doing anything flash here tonight either, okay? So I'm just showing you the basics. So I'm going to start just down here. I'm using Just Jade. And so these little bits here would fall over the top, so there would be a little bit of a shadow that side. And then I'll put these ones in as well, because I know that they will be there. I am not good with fabric. I know some people make them look like they've got rolls and like layers and almost like a satin type look, but I cannot do anything like that. I've not learnt. I am not good at that. So I'm just going to throw down some colour because we want it to be easy as well. I'm just going to do a little bit across the bottom there. I really have no idea what I'm doing, but that's okay. We'll make it look fine. I'm sure it'll come up in the end. Now, because it's such a big area, I'm actually going to use my brush tip for this one, and I'm just going to pop my colour down. Flick. Because if I tried to do this with my bullet tip, I know it would probably take me forever. Well, you know what? I think it doesn't look very good when you're looking at it like this, but it sort of comes together. So now I'm just going to go over those lines that I did, and I'm going to flick from the bottom a little bit more and just try and get rid of that line there, and then flick them up. And also, you know, the colours, as they dry, they settle. So that looks dreadful, doesn't it? So I can just do some more flicking. Nice long strokes, and you see how that's all disappeared now? And then what I like to do is just take my bullet end, and because I've still got a bit of a line going on down the bottom, I'll just go over the top of that line, just because my brush tip can't quite get to the right to the edge. So, and across here as well. See, isn't that pretty? It is gorgeous, isn't it? I love this colour. I love it. All right, now I am going to, I'll do her shoes in pink so that they match the gifts, but I will actually do some of the gift ribbons And these don't take very long. And I think that one, I think that's a box and a lid and a box, and we'll just do here as well because I can't really figure out what's what. And normally, you know, I'd probably do a lot more colours. So let's pop on the light now. So when you are using your blends, don't be afraid to like keep building up your colour, because you can do that. So just keep building it up, and you can build up with your light or your dark. Because what I do actually like to do, again, is when I'm finished doing that, then I will go in with my dark and I will just add a tiny little bit extra. And I think because there's so much of the ink already on the paper, it makes like adding the dark, like it just sort of settles in, and like that'll fade. It looks like a harsh line at the moment, but when it dries, it actually fades in really nicely and you can't quite tell. Oh, you'll have to excuse me, I've got a twinge in my back and I just sat the wrong way and my back twinged. I've had it for over a week now. It's very annoying, but it grabs when I don't want it to. So going back here and just adding a tiny bit of dark green. See how that sort of makes that sort of set out a little bit more? You could probably do some more in here and see whether you can try and get some movement in the, but like I said, I'm not very good at that. But anyway, that is, I think, all of my green at the moment. So coming in with my dark polished pink now, and her shoes I'm just going to do straight out. I'm not even going to worry about trying to get any tonings in that. And then of course we've got, and I also find sometimes like if there's smaller areas, if you just sort of like dot the markers in, because they're quite a thick bullet tip, you just want a little bit. So I'll have to think about what colours. Oh, it is easy. Well, I don't know. Is it easy? I think it's easy. Now this one's going to look weird because, but we can come in with a little bit more detailing afterwards, because this one's just going to look like pink stacked on top of each other. Anyway, we had when we do our leadership, there's a little a break room, and there's some like yoga exercises and meditation and that type of thing, just to get you relaxed. But there's also this year there's a colouring in page. Or you can't see that, because remind me to show you this after, because I'm zoomed in, I forgot. There's a colouring in page for us to do, and I'm thinking I might have a little go at playing with that later on, so that'll be fun. Okay, coming in with my light now. And so just filling all that in. Now when I'm doing my light, you'll see that there's like a bit of a line, harsh line. So if you just go over the top of that dark one, you'll get rid of that line. So just go straight over the top of the dark. Like I said, I'm not doing anything fancy tonight. It's just because I wanted to show you guys how easy it is. So hopefully you can see all the different shades. So who's a football fan? Have we got football people in? I know that the first part of the semi-finals are on tonight, aren't they? I think Port Adelaide's playing. I'm not really a football person, but I'll probably have it in the background. Tell you what I have been watching on Netflix. I started watching that Clickbait, which I think is an Aussie produced show, and nearly finished it. I just have it on in the background. I can't stand football either. It'll just be on the background. It's only because Port wins, because Port's in. Because normally I don't. I mean, we used to watch football all the time. Well, Craig used to watch football all the time. I used to sit there and suffering. But we're all go Port Adelaide. Okay, so the colours look a little bit off on the screen actually, but netball fans. No, and so I'm just going to go back in with my dark, and again I'm just going to pop a little, and I'm just dotting. Okay, so because I just really want it lightly, and that probably looks a bit. Oh, he's watching it. Oh, working, not watching. Ah, well, that's good that he's working there at the football. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit down here. Now, here we go. We've got these boxes that probably look like shoe boxes or something. So what you can actually do is run the dark straight underneath it so that it sort of looks like a lid. And then we can put a little bit more. That one would be sitting on top of that one. So let's give that one a tiny little bit of shadow. Little bits around her hand. Oops, I missed what Anita said. A little bit of dots around there, and I think that's it. I'll just do a little bit more down on her shoes to make them vibrant. And I am sorry, but I have to cut these out. There's no dies for these. So, oh, Paralympics. I know, aren't they amazing? They just, I really want to watch the rugby. Holy cow, maybe I don't want to watch it because they scare the crap out of me. They are just brutal with each other. Okay, so let's cut these out. Hopefully they won't take too long. So hopefully you won't be sitting and suffering too much. I will try and look up. I know, no dies, right? Man, you'd think that there'd be dies for everything these days. Oops. Especially when you aren't cutting straight. Oop, oop, don't cut her foot off. I've got too much seesaw. Yeah, this one's not too, well, some of it's okay. The skirt's not too bad. Oop, there we go. Okay, you're done. And now we'll get this one out. Let me cut off that excess. And who else goes round and round and round in circles waiting for trying to find the perfect spot? I do it all the time. Oops, a little bit close. We must have been cats in a former life, darling. Round and round and round. Bottom right hand corner, is that where I was? especially like when you're cutting out something like in a circular thing and you think, man, they're all the curves are the same. Yeah. How many do you have at the moment, Darlene? Darlene's the crazy cat lady. And if you're wondering why I'm answering comments that you may not be seeing, is because I am able to stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I am seeing comments from both of those areas. So if you're going, hey, I'm not following the conversation here, that could be why. Okay, so now we've got some more decisions to come up. Holy cow, 8 and 3 kittens. Far out. You've got it all going on. All right, I definitely know that I want to use that. I definitely know that I want to use a white base because we've got a lot of pattern going on. I want to keep my card fresh. So this piece here is from the Whimsy and Wonder set. So I won't open that up because I've managed to tear all the packaging in that, and I don't like it when I tear the packaging. Oh, now I'm seeing if I miss comments. Yeah, two-faced. And then I'm also wanting to use, obviously, the Just Jade from the Penguins, which is a shame because why do they always put the patterns that I really like on the ones where I can cut things out? It's not fair. Hang on, what's this piece here? Too small. Too small for what I want. Okie dokie. So I'm going to use both of them and I'm going to keep it all pink and white. And I've got a couple of scraps of these because I'm not sure how I want to do my sentiment. I might white emboss it yet. So let's get my card base folded. So I'm weird and my card base is 10.5 by 26 and folded at 13. So my card front is 13 by 10.5. Now I'm just going to measure her because I'm going to cut a panel. I've got a map in my head. I've got a mud map in my head. So, but I need to know what I'm doing. So about 11 centimeters. Yep, I can do 11 by 6. I can probably do 5.5, but we can always trim down. So the question is, do I put her on the Just Jade? I know. There's usually the one, and do you know what? The really weird thing is that out of that Whimsy and Wonder one, I know that that's the designer like specialty and it's got the iridescent, you know, sparkly stuff going on, but I really like all the patterns on the B side. So, okay, so, but question time. Do I put her on the Just Jade or do I put her on the pink? So I'll just wait a few minutes and you guys can let me know. So, because what I'm thinking is I'm going to have a panel and then I'm going to keep my card pretty basic and then I'm just going to have 3 strips. Oh gosh, here we go. We're all divided again. Jade, 2 pinks, 3 pinks, 4 pinks, and then I'll have some strips of okay, pink it is. Darling comes in on the pink. Okay, but we'll have, so there'll be this one in the background. So okay, on the pink, we want. Is this one going to be? That one probably won't be big enough. I'll do it on this one. I'll have to make a second card with all the opposites and see how we go. So, right, if I do 6, start off with 6 centimeters by, I said 11. Let's just make sure. we'll do by 11. Might have to trim that down a smidge. Okay, so we're going to pop, see if I can get all this happening in the screen at the same time. So we're going to pop her like that and like that. Yeah, I think her skirt may have got lost a little bit on the jade. So now I want what piece have I got here? I think it's supposed to go that way. Because of that is going that way. And it's probably not a bad thing to have it go that way, because then the pattern's going in the opposite direction. So let us do this way. So I've got 10, right, so I'm going to try 3 centimeter strips, 3, 6, 9, no, maybe I'll just do 2.5 centimeter strips. So what I can do is cut this at 2.5 centimeters, and I can actually get all my 3 strips out of that then. And then I don't use so much of that. So, and then I can do it by 10, because it's 30 centimeters. That works in perfectly. Oh, if I can pick them up. And then it's just like I'm using scraps. Cool. And it must be just over 30 centimeters, I think, because I've got a little off cut. Right, get you out of the way. So now I'm going to, and I don't want them to start right at the bottom. I do want to leave a little bit of spacing in between. See, I can ad-lib a card when I've thought about it. And then I'm going to put that, and then I'm just going to put them. So it's going to be a pretty basic card. So I'm going to have something like that, I think. And I'm thinking maybe, right, and then I want a sentiment. So I'm either going to do a white sentiment. I'm going to do the big happy birthday from the Artistically Inked, because I really just like that one. And because it's such a long one, I will probably put it across here. So now the next thing is, do I do my sentiment on white, or do I white emboss it on, it would probably have to be pink, bearing in mind that it'll be a very thin one. So white or pink. So stamped in pink on white, or white on pink. Pink card or white card, because I will emboss. White card. Let me hold it back up. So white card, might keep it really nice and fresh, I think. White card. White card, I think we'll go the white card. It'll keep it nice and fresh, I think. So I better get my, where's my card? Thankfully, just behind me. Oh, my back. Oh, I don't know what I have done. And my neck is out too. Oh. But it's really annoying, because, you know, you'll move and all of a sudden your back will seize up and you go, oh. It's making me feel old. All right, let's ink her up and stamp down. Beautiful. I'm missing the little private conversation that's going on. I'll have to go back and have a look. Every time I look up, I miss what you guys are talking about. So I haven't been answering you guys because and getting involved in your conversation, because I keep missing half of it. All right, let's trim this down. And then then I have to decide on some bling. I think it'll probably just be something really simple, like just my good old rhinestones. I always tend to gravitate towards, oh, wait a minute, I could use the epoxy drops. They don't sparkle as much, but they're pretty nice. I think I nearly cut the bottom of that H off. Alrighty, is that even? So that will go across her skirt. I think something like that. Pink gems. No, you guys go for it. I like meeting new people too, but I'm finding it hard to watch the comments. So I'm thinking something like that. Oh, pink gems. Now I will. Where did I put all my gems? I'm pretty sure that I've got the polished pink ones. Okay, so I think I am pretty happy with that. I am loving that. So the next thing, and I will ask you in advance, is do I pop up both of her pieces or leave her skirt down and pop up the gifts? I will start to adhere these down, and that way that'll give you some time because these are all going to go down flat. So where am I? About 2 centimeters from the bottom. 2 centimeters from the bottom. All right. It's all coming together beautifully. I'm loving it. I had a little bit of an idea in my head when I, like, today, yesterday, but it's coming together really lovely. Whoops. Move you over just a smidge. Right, sorry, I usually take up a fair bit of time on my first one because then I can just, as long as that first one is down and is straight and spaced evenly, the rest just follow nicely. Yeah, I'm thinking her skirt down and popped up as well. The gifts popped up. All right, so if you get the first one down straight, the rest should just follow, assuming that you stick them down straight as well. And then the last one. Oops, I think somewhere I've gone askew. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't look too closely. Okay, pop the pink down. And I love cards like this because they don't really, apart from the colouring, they don't really take too long to throw together in the end. Actually, I want you to go up just a little bit. There we go. Sorry, I usually take a little bit of time with my layers. See, yeah, so you can see on the back, you know, the amount of alcohol ink you can put down, and you can come back again and just, you know, keep going. Put another little bit down if you really wanted to. A little bit of dark green. Okay, let's get her legs down. Get her so I know that I'm centered properly, because that will come over her skirt just a smidge. Okay. Dimensionals. So pop these up. I think I'll do 4 of them. So I really like how you can make this into a birthday card. Doesn't have to be just Christmas. Oh, I have seen this one done in like cherry cobbler skirt. Gorgeous, very rich and velvety. Okay, and then of course we will pop our sentiment up. And the other thing I like in this one is that you've got these little things here, but they're like stockings to go over her legs, like so you'll stamp, like so she's got a coat on, but then you can make a really wintry, and you can stamp the little patterns onto her legs, and it makes it look like she's got like those knitted stockings on. Anyone got the football scores? Is it worth watching? Are they winning? I think I'll finish. I think I'm on the last episode of the clickbait, so I will probably just I'll watch that tonight and put the football on in the background. Okay, happy birthday. I want to come in a little bit from the edge to make sure I'm straight. Rightio, bling bling time. Oh, wow, cool. Thank you. Okay, I've got lots of bling. Oh, I've got these ones too, although they've got gold in that, and that sort of, I've got lots of different, I sort of keep everything in here. Oh, matte black dots, they might be interesting too. Oh, these ones are pretty as well, but I don't think that they're going to match. Very nice. I need to go through my, I need to go through these a little bit more often. They're pretty as well. So pretty. I love this set. I've had some people go, oh no, I don't really like it, and I'm like, oh, I love it. All right, there's my pink. I can put down pink ones. I can put down normal ones. I can put down that pink's probably close enough, so I could use that, or I think they're just jade ones, aren't they? It's magenta, that's from the other one. Or I've got these. Gold, I don't think it's going to match. Or I've got these ones. All right, so I've got a big selection of what I can use here. So do I want sparkle or do I want gloss is the question. Or clear or silver. Too many choices, huh? So I've got just jade, pink, polished pink, silver, or I could use the clear or whatever that one is. A shimmery one or something. They're faceted. Sparkle, we want some sparkle, or just normal ones. Maybe the pink ones, do you think? Come on. Okay, we'll pop these ones on. Look, I'm running out of pink ones. Running out. Okay, and I'll just do my usual 3. 1, 2, and then I'll probably do 1, 2, or I could do 1, 2. God, I'm hopeless at this. You'd think by now you'd have an idea of where to place things, right? Or 1, 2. Maybe I'll put them down here. And there. And then one more. I'll pop that one up here. There we go. Simple, simple. There we go. Loved it. Easy. See, I can make things on the fly. I don't know whether you saw because I had to stop because it was all pixelating, but this is the card that we made last week that I totally did not do a very good job of. But I came back in afterwards and just put a couple of the shimmer sequins. What are they called? I've got them behind me somewhere. I've got so many sequins. What are they called? I ended up putting on subtle shimmer sequins. So and then and then I was happy with it. So yes, you can paper pierce the skirt in. And shall I give away some hints, Anita, in the Creative Carnival Thanks, Trudy. I have done a little bit of paper piecing in the carnival class add-on, so that will be fun too. So there we go. Love it. Nice and simple and easy. So there we go. Okay, that is it. And I can't believe, well, I guess because I had to restart, but that's been nearly an hour anyway. So yeah. Oh, you guys who were doing the add-on class for Creative Carnival, I had so much fun playing with this one, and because they all match the Whimsy Wonder paper, because you'll get that as well, I absolutely loved creating. So now you'll see how I coloured them in as well. I really had fun. So don't forget, mark your diaries, that the Painted Christmas class will be out on, I'll give you a really quick sneak peek. I love playing with this one too. So that will be out on the 1st of September. There are 2 options. So one with the full as the bundle, and if you anyway, when it's released, you'll see all the details on my blog on the 1st. But also, can't get my words out. Option 1, and there is an option 2 as well. So if you already have the stamp sets and the dies, and you don't need to purchase them, you just want the class, then you can have option 2 as well. And anyone in Australia is welcome to join them. Okay, that's it. I am going to, it's going to be interesting because my husband is working away at the moment, and he doesn't normally call me until probably 9:45. And then if I'm going to get up at 3:30 in the morning, I'm probably only going to get like 5 hours worth of sleep. So we'll see how far I get on the Sunday. I might make Saturday, I might not make Sunday. I don't know if I can do 2 in a row. And typical, because my son isn't working tomorrow, he's got the day off, and I don't actually have to, I wouldn't have to get up to drive him to work. So I'm hoping 2 more weeks and he should have his P's. Okay, we will see you again next week. It will be, we'll see. Well, I might do the same type of thing. I might have it in my head and create it on the night. So thanks very much, and we'll catch you again later. Bye.